Excellennial here with another story-based Excel tutorial. And today I'm going to be telling you about Rachel the jewelry maker. Now Rachel wants to adjust her pricing to see if her sales will go up at all. To make the change, she wants to round the prices to the closest odd number. Is there a faster way to do this, maybe with a function? Let's see. Here's the pricing list of Rachel's jewelry and the colors that they come in, the prices that she originally had, and when she was looking for what the rounded up pricing would be. Now this is something that she's been toying with for a while, so she's just seeing what her other options are. Now we are going to use the odd function. Now there's a different function we have to look out for. There's an is odd function, and that is not what we're using today. We are specifically using the odd function. So ignore all the other ones here. It's just this one. Now, when we're programming a function, we always have to start with the equal symbol. So here, all I've done is type the equal symbol, spelled out odd, and selected it from the drop-down. Now, the number that she actually wants to round up to the closest odd number, we're going to go off of the function, the roundup function that she's already programmed. So we're just going to select cell C2 since we're working on cell D2. We want to stay in that same row to make sure that we are looking for the rounded to the odd number for the pricing for the earrings, 2 hearts with blue and purple. So to keep all of this together and making sure we're looking at the right data, that is why we're staying in row 2. So I'm going to select the cell C2. Since you can see down here, it says odd and then number. So all this needs is just the number typed in or selecting the cell that has the number that we are trying to round to the closest odd number. So we're going to select that. And since that's the only thing here, we can actually just press enter, and then that will be the entire odd function. Now 19 is already an odd number, so it's not going to round anything, but as we select the cell D2 again, we can see this little square in the corner, and when we double click that, it's going to update all of these prices that are currently even numbers. So you can see this 32 for the ring triple hearts with red and white. You can see this 32 actually went up to 33, so 18 went to 19, 35 stayed at 35 since that's already odd. 16 went to 17, 23 stayed at 23, 24 went to 25, and so on. So now this gives her an actual odd number, some of which actually round up her pricing. And you can see here that none of them actually round down, because this is rounding up to the next closest odd number. Now the one difference that we have here is that this is not actually broken down into the pricing structure. So we will select the whole column, and we're going to do 2 things here. First thing we're going to do is actually copy the entire column. You can see here if I select one of these cells up in the formula bar, it's still a formula. So we want to be sure that we copy this entire column and paste special and with values and OK. So the whole reason why we do that is we want to make sure that the actual value, the result of the function, is what shows up here in the formula bar. So that means if any of this data gets deleted here, this is still going to be accurate information. If we left it as a formula with the odd function, it could change the data if anything in the column C is removed. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to make sure that this data is no longer a formula or function. Now the next thing we're going to do is on the Home tab, you actually have the option to select this little accounting number format or changing general to currency, both of which will give you some form of the dollar structure as opposed to just the number 19, the number 33, and so on. So now this gives the correct pricing format as well as the accurate numbers. Now that was a really fast way for Rachel to round up all of her pricing to the next closest odd number with the odd function. If you have any questions about this process, leave a comment in the section below. And until next time, have fun excelling.